And welcome back to another episode of Life in Prison. My name is Zach, and if you're new, haven't already done it, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you'll be first informed when I upload. So, what we're going to be talking about today is pretty much drama in prison. So, what I've been noticing, for all my subscribers, pretty much, you guys know this is a prison channel, right? And there's a few other prison channels that are out there, from Florida, from Virginia, from Cali, from Maryland, from PA, all over the place. Everyone's prison experience was different, but there's always one thing in common: drama coming out of prison. Now, whether it's in prison and carries it out, or if it started out of prison, went in, and then came out. We're all grown adults. You know what I'm saying? If you went to prison, you're obviously 18 and older. Most of the people that are running channels are honestly 30 and up. Like, the demographics of the people that are actually watching my videos, on average you guys are 30, 40. There's a few people that are, 20s and stuff, but majority are 30 and 40 years old. So we're adults, right? We have bills, we have responsibilities. So why is it that it seems like all the drama that happened in prison is now spilling out onto YouTube? Me and my girl were talking just here tonight, right? Went out, got some Kobe, ended up chilling, smoking, and talking, right? And we were talking about majority of people that are just drama goblins, pretty much. So regardless if someone else wasn't living that lifestyle, right? Regardless if it was on the streets, if it was in prison, if someone isn't living that type of lifestyle that maybe they might be claiming, right? At the end of the day, who am I to go out my way and speak on someone else's name, right? Especially if they have a channel, right? If they have a channel now, the more you talk about that person, the more exposure that they're gonna get. Now, there are a lot of disgusting individuals out here on YouTube that are claiming to helping the community, and they want to help people not to go to prison and to live a better life, but yet they out here snorting cocaine on camera. They out here talking big smack on someone else's channel on a regular basis. Like, now what you're doing is you're focusing all of your creativity, right, for your channel that you've created and that you've been building, right? You're taking all your creativity and focusing one sector. Discussing people out there that shouldn't be influencers, right? Especially if you have a negative outlook on life and just no positivity at all. Like, whenever you're in prison, right, that's all you see is negativity. There's not too much any positivity there, because people are giving up hope. You got a lot of dudes that their sentence might be a 50-year sentence, so they obviously have no hope. They pretty much know they're gonna die in prison. Or you got dudes that have life sentence. But these people, it's funny because a lot of these lifers, you would never know that they have a life sentence. You would never know that they're never getting out of prison. And the reason being is because they don't let it put them in that hole, so that they do feel that they're never getting out of prison. A lot of these dudes, they really do feel like they have a chance of getting out. Who am I to be that person to be like, bro, regardless of how many times you put this appeal in, you're done, son. I'm not about to be that person. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell them to keep fighting. Do you know why? Because that's their life. If they want to keep fighting, if it gives them hope, who am I to take that hope from them? You know what I'm saying? I always want to see people succeed at the end of the day. You got to think like this, right? YouTube is so vast, right? So it's like this. I just hit 1,000 subscribers, right? So now I can make money on YouTube, and I greatly appreciate you guys that have been sticking with me and watching all my videos. It helps me, right? The more I get out there, the more feedback I get. It helps me, helps you, right? Think about all the people that are making $1, $2 a day. Then think of the people that are making millions of dollars a day. YouTube is so vast, and there's so much money for everybody. Why do people make it feel like if they're not the only ones getting money, then no one else should be? Someone else is making more money than they are, that they need to knock them down a few steps so that they're where they are. You get what I'm saying? If I see someone that's making more money than me, do you know what that tells me? It tells me that if I put a little bit more work in, and a little bit more time, a little bit more effort on my end, that I can obviously make that. I'm not gonna hate on the next dude for making X amount or doing this or being able to do this, right? Someone's always gonna be good at something better than you are, right? But who are you to hate on them, maybe if they're being a little bit more successful? That just means that there's a lot more work for you to be done. The opportunities are out there. Are you gonna seize them? Are you gonna work hard to obtain them? And how far are you willing to work and how long you're willing to work to stay there, right? A to Z. They don't want to go through all the work in between. It's always going to be baby steps. No matter where you go, whatever type of job you're going into, whatever you're ever going to be good at, right? There's always baby steps, especially here. I'm not about to down the next man to try to make my platform a little bit higher. At the end of the day, there's a lot of negative and disgusting stuff on YouTube that honestly I don't feel that should be out there. Along with, there's a lot of messages that people are false promoting that shouldn't be out there, but it's not my place. I'm gonna keep doing what I gotta do to take my brand, to take my channel, to keep going long term. If I get stuck on this one thing, then that's all I have. You know, going down a prison genre is kind of hard because YouTube, there's everything on YouTube, right? Once I start going down this prison channel, I'm kind of locked in. You know what I'm saying? Prison content is pretty much what I do, right? Locked up before and after. There's only so many avenues that you can take. So if I see other people in the same genre succeeding and being successful, regardless if I feel like their message is genuine and true and coming from the heart, that's none of my business. If I can see them getting these numbers, you know what that tells me? A little bit more work, baby, I get there too, yeah. And knock the next man's hustle, regardless if they're doing it the right way or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm 33 years old, you know what I mean? I'm a little too in my prime to be beefing with people, especially on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I give respect to everybody and everyone's hustle, what they do. Regardless if they're doing it the right way or not, that's not my call. You know, if they're gonna be successful now, it may fail later on, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I'm gonna be focused on what I gotta do, because there's so much negativity out here in the world, you know. Whenever you're in prison and you're dealing with the drama in prison, sometimes it comes out. People might not like how you, there's a lot of people that pretend to be something that they're not. You know, I've talked in a previous video, there's a lot of people that have been outed here recently. A few people have been outed being a rat, being a chomo, not really living how they was, talking that they was living. You know, at the end of the day, all I can speak on is how I live my life, what I did in prison, and everyone pretty much knows, you know, all my videos, everything I've talked about, write-up wise, stabbings, contrabands, riots, you know, fights, I've got all my write-ups and I posted it. That's proof on my end. Now someone else is talking about how they was wetting people up, or how they was shaking people down, or how they was beating people up and making people check in. You know, I don't know, because I wouldn't do a time with these people. But what I know is the stories that I tell on my end, they all legit. Paperwork to back up my stuff. Not only that, but there's people that are watching my videos that have either did time with me or currently doing time, but the individuals that I speak with on a regular basis, on a weekly basis, that I was in prison with, you know. At the end of the day, as long as what you're doing and what you're saying is 100% legit, who gives a fuck what someone else is doing? At the end of the day, positivity is the only thing that matters. So I want you to do is go ahead, check out Stone Collective Podcast over on YouTube. My buddy Caleb over there booming, just a hop, skip, and a jump from Stone Collective Supply Company over on Instagram. We are getting too old for the drama. Stay away from it. And with that being said, you know I always send my utmost love, loyalty, and respect. So until next time, keep that head up, keep that smile on your face, and stay positive.